Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's reading is going to require a lot of you guys to tap into your past lives. If you don't believe in past lives, maybe this video isn't for you, or maybe you can just watch it as as a form of entertainment. Um, if you do believe in past lives, I urge you to truly tap into your intuition and really feel or have a sense of whether or not you lived a life as a royal. If not, I don't feel like this video is going to resonate for you, but maybe there's a message, okay? What inspired me for this reading was The Crown on Netflix. I just watched season 4, and season 4 is when the late Princess Diana is introduced. And it really, struck me as like how much she is so much in people's hearts till this day, and she's known as the people's princess. And I just kind of wondered, well, if some of us have lived past lives as royals, what was our legacy? What do people remember us by? And how has that affected us today? And if there's any form of guidance or feedback or insight into how that affects you in this life, right? Because it's nice to pinpoint things about the past, but how can we actually use the circumstances of our past for our growth in our future? So yeah, I have 7 piles for you today. Starting here with number 1. Oh God. Okay, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and number 7. Use your intuition. Tap into yourself. Truly understand if this reading is for you and if it's going to resonate. Okay, and if so, let's get started with pile number 1. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. So what you got is the 5 of consciousness. A consciousness of lack, 6 of energy, fragmented energy, 4 of cups in reverse, and embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. I will be listing these decks in the description bar. So, pile number 1. What I'm getting for your pile is a lot of you guys came from a royal family where you really didn't feel accepted by your family, or you felt very tied to them, cling to them. I don't feel like you wanted to be a royal. You didn't want to have that sort of power. You didn't want to be at that stage in your life. That form of hierarchical power was not something that was of interest to you. I feel you felt like your financial security was very much tied to your family, so that was something that kept you there, right? And if you left, they would have hunted you down, and you would have had to deal with extreme repercussions if you did so. So you felt trapped emotionally, you felt trapped financially, and you don't like it. You did not like it, and you felt like whatever road that you wanted to go was gonna lead to death for some reason, I'm feeling. Okay. So how has this affected you now? We have fragmented energy. Number 6. 6 can symbolize growth and karma. So what I'm feeling is fragmented energy. A lot of you guys hate feeling trapped. In this lifetime, I feel like you guys feel with your emotions. You make decisions with your emotions a lot of the time. And not only that, you guys don't like contemplating for too long with the 4 of cups in reverse. You see that boat and those cups on the shore. You just like to make a decision and go through with it. And it's because you felt so trapped in your past life, right? Where you were surrounded by these tall towers and feeling, and wherever you lived with your family, it was around a lot of bushes, a lot of forests. So whatever form of life in terms of like villages or cities around you seemed very far away, and there was a lot of security on you, so you felt very trapped. So in this lifetime, what you pride yourself in is really making decisions, sometimes on a whim, but very fast. I don't feel like you guys contemplate for too long. You don't like to discuss it with other people. It's a form of, it's almost like you see that as respecting your own emotions and putting your emotions first, because in your past life that was never actually given to you. And I'm not saying that you don't respect other people's opinions or emotions, but when it comes to things that truly affect you um, directly, it's something that you take in your own hands to make a decision very fast. A form of feedback and guidance was is just really contemplate, really think about things before you do it. Why are you taking action? Is it out of happiness, out of love, out of fear, out of anger? And maneuver yourself around that feeling and make the best decision. Try to balance out your emotional and your logical side. Um, I feel like you cried a lot in your past life. You might cry a lot now. I feel like you are an emotional person. Your feelings were neglected in the past with your family, and there's a very like, I don't want to say flighty, but it's almost like a limitless feel to you, especially the way she's like on their unicorn, and unicorns can symbolize like magic and shit. So I feel like there's a form of optimism around you. If I can do this, I can achieve this. I've been through this before. Even if you haven't been through things, you feel like you have, and that you can go through things. A lot of you guys might want to move abroad or live far away. Or at least like move out of your family home, or just really establish yourself as an individual. It's a form of security that you have, to really feel like yourself. A lot of you guys, though, might feel like you don't truly belong in it's either your family or the culture that you belong to, or the socioeconomic class that you belong to. You kind of are very interested and intrigued by others who are unlike you in whatever regard. It could be one of those things or all of those things, or it just depends on who's watching this. But in a way, I feel like it is destined in this lifetime to actually think more emotionally. I know I did say try to balance out your emotional and logical side. I think I still stand with that, but I feel don't feel too bad if like you do make decisions with your emotions, because that's just something that makes you you. It's a form of karma that you're receiving in this life because you just were deprived of that in your past life. Okay. That's what I got for pile number one. I feel like you lived in a climate that was very gray, very like there's a lot of cold weather. Like you guys experienced a lot of winter blues. Yeah. Okay, pile number one. That's what I got. I hope it resonated, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, if you chose pile number two, this is your reading. So you got 7 of events, deception, 5 of intentions, back and forth. Number 8, you are, love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of life's wonderful things has to offer. Okay. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know why I just saw another card that says you are limitless. And it's from the same deck, so I feel like that card has a meaning for your pile. But anyways, I feel like in your past life, you were definitely a royal, and you're a royal who had some like I'm not sure if you call them a consort or like an advisor or something like that, someone who worked very close to you, who advised you to make a decision, and you made that decision, and because you were the ruler or you were the face of the monarchy of the country, I feel like you were definitely the main ruler. You weren't like the next in line, like you made it to the throne, okay? And you listened to one of your advisors and you made a decision, you made a call, and it had some devastating and catastrophic consequences. I feel like there was death, and there was a lot of death, and there was a famine, okay? A famine, death, that's what I'm hearing. So, that's heavy, right? That's heavy shit. Anyways, because of that, I feel like in this lifetime with the Five of Intentions back and forth, you are someone who, again, if you believe in past lives, you might have had many other lives after this one, but this just so happens to be the one that you were when you were royal, right? And I feel in this lifetime you have really difficult times in terms of making decisions. I feel like you're very afraid of the consequences. You're an indecisive individual because you understand the repercussions of your actions. So what you like to do is you like to ask a lot of people for their advice, or on the other hand, you don't ask anyone because you just don't want to make a decision. Um, I feel like this has a lot to do in terms of your finances. You might have um, a lot of time, a lot of trouble trying to imagine, how to invest your money, where to invest your money, who to trust. You might even have an accountant who, like, if they tell you something, if they're your financial advisor, you might have actual issues in trusting what they have to say. And that's not entirely bad. I mean, it's important to take precautionary measures when you're making important decisions in your life, right? But I feel like in this life, your advice is to truly love who you are. Okay, you are divine, you are delightful and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. And I feel like that's just a way, and it's a number 8, so this is like infinity. Again, that limitless energy that I was feeling, that you are deserving of this, of life's treasures. And I think if I was your friend, if I was there with you right now, I would tell you take a chance on things. Take a chance. Um, you know, don't limit yourself because you feel like other people are going to disown you, or they're going to talk crap about you. Do what feels right to you. Because your past life energy feels very dark. It feels extremely dark. And I feel like sometimes you have this tendency where if everything's going well, you feel like bad is going to come back. Oh no, life is too great. Oh no, something's going to happen. And this is just a life cycle that's just limiting your consciousness, okay, your ability to truly live life to its full potential. And I feel like a lot of you guys might be very stuck on finances and financial matters, meaning what I'm trying to say there is like you guys really, really think about your finances a lot, to a point where it might affect your health, your personal life. Truly let go, truly allow other people to give to you. I think you have a lot of issues with people backstabbing you. This could also be in friendships, okay? You might find like there's an inconsistency in your friendships. And some of you guys might hide the fact that maybe you're not that happy with your finances and with your life. But you see that Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I believe that's an eagle, right? And there's a rabbit. And I feel like you're being highly protected, even if your foundation isn't stable. Like over here, there's like a pillar or something behind her that's like broken. But then on the back of her stone chair over here, there's like a symbol of something. And I feel like that symbol is just telling you that you're truly being protected. You might feel a lot of presences behind you. You might turn around sometimes and feel like someone's standing behind you, and that's just a very prevalent energy source, or whatever you believe in, your ancestor or your spirit or one of the archangels or God, standing behind you and really being there for you, to guide you, to lead you into the right directions. Because I feel like I'm being told you're going down the right path, but it's just about, taking mitigating factors to ensure that you're not going to be in the same bad situation as you were before, but also taking that leap of faith. Okay, taking that that leap of faith. You have to have confidence. I believe that stone that you guys picked, I'm not sure what it's called, but I remember when I bought it. If someone knows, maybe write it down in the comments below. But she told me, if I'm not mistaken, that it helps with self-confidence, okay, and focusing on yourself. So I feel like your best advisor is truly yourself, and you have the answers. But if you have people who you trust, listen to them, take their feedback. I don't feel like these people were going to hurt you. I think you can, instead of moving back and forth, you can just move forth. Okay? You see, like, that number 8, love who you are card. The way she's just like leaping in, and it's almost like the air, or the boat or something over here is just like guiding her, right? She knows wherever she's going, it's gonna take her somewhere better. And with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse doesn't mean that you are not a Queen of Pentacles, or you will never be a Queen of Pentacles. It means, honestly, what I'm feeling from that is I feel like this is your future self on that chair, and she's about to turn around and look at you and be like, hey, look where I've came, where I've reached. I feel like that's your future self looking at me right now. But yeah, your past life wasn't, as a royal, probably wasn't the best. And I feel like you also had a lot of people who wanted to take your throne, okay, take you off your seat, but you persevered. But I feel like you were always living a life of turning your back. You definitely had someone there who would taste your food before you would eat it, because you were afraid that someone poisoned you or is trying to poison you. You live that sort of life. But I'm also hearing that, I don't know what era you were a royal, but I feel like whenever you were, it was very easy for you to go under a disguise and walk amongst other people. So there's something very secretive about you, in terms of, like, you think you keep things a secret, whether it's your emotions, how you're truly feeling, your current financial career situation, your love situation, whatever it is, I feel like because you have a lot of people backstabbing you, there's someone coming in right now where it's like this one individual in your life. Maybe this is romantic, for some of you, who's truly gonna be there, and who's gonna guide you into a new way of life, of trusting, because whoever this person is a very leap of faith kind of individual who just takes chances, feels with their emotions, almost like pile number 1. Okay, so there's this energy of someone like entering your life, or is already in your life, who's like helping you through this stage. Okay, some of you guys might be like Libras or Tauruses or something, or Capricorns, Virgo, Scorpio, I don't know, all of them. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope it resonated. Bye. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. So you got 4 of people, teacher. Number 1, people, kindred partnership. Number 1, again, listen with your heart. You are listening, but you need to hear with your loving heart. And 4 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Number 3. So unlike the other piles, I feel like yours is the lightest in terms of your past. I feel like you were very much educated with the teacher card. You had very supportive individuals and guides in your life. You had the best of the best basically train you and teach you for your role. I don't feel like you necessarily were, the king or the queen. You might have been like second in line or third in line or something of that nature, okay? But there is one person here that's actually following you. Again, these are for people who believe in past lives. So I feel like there's an individual who has been following you from lifetime to lifetime. This could be your soulmate, your flame, or whatever you believe in. But this is an individual who's following you, okay? They might have been a teacher. This actually might be a parent of yours who is part of your soul tribe, who maybe taught you a lot of things and prepared you. I feel like you had a very loving family, even though you guys were very well off. I mean, you guys were the royals here, but you were very loving. I don't know why. I just assume anyone who's like royal and stuff is, especially in this day and age, is very evil. Just because. But anyways, I'm not gonna get into details with that because, yeah. But anyways, I feel like you guys are very nurtured as individuals, okay? You might find it very easy to make friends. If this doesn't resonate, it's not for you. Hey ho, there's a lot of people watching this. But there's an energy of a lot of people being in your life. You might come from a big family or very tight-knit family. You guys might just be, it might just be you and your mom or you and your dad, but you guys are very close. You feel loved. How it affects you in this lifetime is one people with kindred partnership in the rainbow. And I just feel like joyous happiness, like you really truly feel supported, okay? You guys might have had an easier life if you compare your life to other individuals in around the world right now. You might feel very blessed, very secured, emotionally and financially, and you feel very happy. And if that is the case, I am so happy for you. So what there is an energy of this Four of Swords. I was guided to use this deck, and that's what I do before I start reading. So certain decks and their imagery hold a lot of meaning when I'm doing readings. Not all the time, but this time, and I feel like it does. So with the Four of Swords in reverse, he's sitting there, and there's like a fire happening in the background, right? I feel you, because you're so blessed in this life, you might not even have the ability to comprehend what other people are going through around the world. And that is definitely not your responsibility, and you shouldn't feel that bad. But you might be the type of person, if someone tells you something, you're like, oh my God, really? That's going around? Oh, I didn't see it on Twitter. I had no idea. You know? Some people who are less fortunate you in this lifetime might feel like you're just ill-informed, or you just are unaware, or you turn a cheek against the chaos that's going around the world in terms of poverty or the environment or something like that. And that might be just a complete misjudgment from other people. I'm not saying that is who you are, but that just, I feel like, as a perception that other people might have towards you, okay? Listen with your heart. You are listening, but you need to hear with your loving heart. I feel like a lot of people feel that, like, you do listen with your heart, and I feel like it's because you truly understand the beauty of love. You truly understand how magical and how beautiful it can make you feel, because I truly feel like you were loved, and I do feel like there is a partner in your life whether they are in your life right now or in the future, who will or are making you feel very loved. And this is an individual who you've known. Okay, there's an energy of, because you have 2 ones, and to me, number 1 symbolize like a nice start. Unlike 0, I love zeros because it's like you're starting from scratch, you're building something, right? It just makes me personally feel very, I don't know, like it's an adventure. But with number 1, there's a beauty with number 1, because I feel unlike 0, which you're starting from scratch, you already had made that intention, made that decision to start something new, and you already have it like there for you to build upon. And number 4, it can symbolize, harmony, stability, celebration, security. So it's like you have things given to you, whether it's through love offers, whether it's through financial support, loans, whatever, scholarships. You have a good foundation to start upon. I just realized, oh my God, 4411. Whoa, I didn't even realize that. I feel like a lot of people in your life, hold on, what is that? A lot of people in your current life might downplay your own issues. Like I said, right? I feel like a lot of people feel that because you have this good foundation, this good support around you, that you might be just oblivious to the horrors that are going around the world. But I feel like you just have a lot of horrors and a lot of ish to deal with in your own life. And a lot of people might tell you, well, I don't know why you're complaining. I don't know why you feel like that. Don't you know people are dying and all that? And a lot of people just don't take you seriously in terms of your mental health and your mental anguish, because I feel like you have been through a lot. Because there is an energy of a better life than what other people have. And I feel like you earned this because you are someone who maybe came from, even though you were royal, I feel like you helped a lot of people in terms of medicine or writing, like you produced things, or you helped inspire artists to create things that help the world. But I feel like when it came to things related to medicine, okay, medicinal aspects of life, I feel like you were very good at that. And you actually helped a lot of people, maybe in wars. During wars, you would actually go out in the battlefield and you would help the wounded. And you have seen horrors in your life, and I feel like in your life right now you do go through a lot of shit, and just a lot of people don't take you seriously for that. And you might feel like you only have one other person who you can talk to about these things, because if you tell it to the world or like to other people, a lot of people are going to feel like you're being selfish, and you're not recognizing the basically other people's issues. But sometimes you can't help others if you don't help yourself. Okay. That's what I got for pile number 3. I hope it resonated. Catch you guys next time. Bye. Okay, pile number 4. 4, I believe. Okay, so you guys have number 1, energy, which is a courage card. Number 6, consciousness, the deserving card. Number 47, physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. And you have the high priestess, so, which is number 2, I believe. Yep, I think. So, yeah, your royal life, right? Royalty. People have things given to them. They're sitting there with silver spoon in their mouth. They have everything given to them. Not for you guys. I feel like you guys really were very active individuals. You guys might have been through a lot of wars. There's something about touch. Okay, we do have the physical touch, and the courage card, he has armor on. I feel like you have been through battlefields, and you've been injured a lot. You guys might feel like you have back problems or just some weird scars around you, or just something about your body, okay? A lot of you guys, though, might be very strong. You might be strong, but you might have a lot of things with issues with your body, okay? I feel like you guys are very active individuals. Like I said, you guys might have been forced to go to war, or a lot of you just wanted to go to war. Very optimistic, very fiery energy. And because you went through that, there's this high priestess here. She has the pillars, the black and white. Okay, and she has a scroll. You're very intelligent. But there is an energy of like, okay, you get the intuition, you get that, spiritual enlightenment, you get the information from your advisors and from the supporters around you. And you take that information, you take that knowledge, but you also want to act upon it. You're not someone to just like delegate things to people. You actually want to be a part of the team. You want to be very interactive. And how that has affected you in this lifetime is that you feel very deserving of the world's wonders and what the world has to offer. Okay, it's a very like yellow bright card, symbolizing the solar plexus chakra and just overall happiness. Okay, this is a form of positive karma that you're receiving. Even if you don't have everything in your life, you know you're gonna get it somehow. And it's because you were a very strong individual, very persistent. You would pursue things that you wanted. Okay, you guys might be very affectionate lovers here. You guys might love. You guys might truly just want to find that one that you can protect, or someone who can protect you. Because I feel like a lot of you guys a lot of you guys were very strong, very masculine energy. Okay, a lot of you guys were just masculines in your past life, or held that energy. And in this energy, it's in your present life, I feel like it's very feminized. But you might feel like you do have a very solid divine masculine energy within you. And I just noticed, like, yeah, it's black and white, yin and yang, right? This energy of you understanding how to really prioritize your life at home and your life at work, and also your creative pursuits. You really are an amazing person when it comes to planning and delegating things to make you happy, but to also make other people around you happy, because you do have this extreme intuition where you understand other people's energy and you can feed off of it. So you have to protect yourself. A lot of people might feel like you are a lucky charm because you just have this almost like boisterous energy of like, yeah, I want it, I'm gonna go get it. And you're just like very feisty and jumpy and and very smart and witty. Okay, very smart and witty. uh but going back to the body, right, I felt like you guys were very much I want to say tortured on the battlefield, but you guys survived it. And I feel like that's why you guys feel like you deserve things that make you feel good. You guys might love going to spas or buying like body lotions that make you feel good. You guys love to pamper yourselves. A lot of people are like, well, why are they like this? Why are they always buying themselves the newest things, or um, making sure their hair is right, their nails are right. Like, you guys really love the way you look, or you want to love the way you look, so you really put a lot of effort into your physical appearance. And this is just like a cloak almost, of admiration, of respect to yourself and to your past self, because you're almost like, um, you're almost healing your body of what it's been through in the past life. And it's not because what you've been through in your past life was necessarily bad. It actually built, it gave you a lot of charisma. It gave you a lot of courage. It gave you a lot of stamina and strength. But yeah, a lot of people can feel that you really do want that status, or maybe that's not the case, but people feel like maybe you're gonna be someone of a higher caliber, at least financially, right, in life. A lot of you guys might have lived in Egypt. These are beautiful cards. Wow. Anyways, pile number 4, I believe. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it resonated. Last thing, a lot of you guys, you might really appreciate good smelling people. I know that sounds weird, like you love um fresh scents, clean scents. Um, yeah. Okay. Pile number 4. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye. Hi, pile number 5. This is your reading. So you guys got number 1, intention, which is hidden motivations. 3, spirit, intuition, and manifestation. The 7 of swords in reverse. And number 7, the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. So we have 2 7s. Okay. At the bottom here. So, this is the most interesting group in my opinion. And I feel like the most fitting for like a tarot reading, and I'll tell you guys why. A lot of you guys came from a royal family, an era, a time when things such as spirituality, things such as witchcraft, magic, was seen very much on, the dark side, the dark spectrum of things. So a lot of people who would practice these things, or whatever it is, they were practicing, they had to keep it, on the down low. They had to keep it on the hush hush level, and it's because they didn't want to be killed. Um, so what you guys did was, you guys were part of the royal family. I'm hearing the leaders, or maybe you married into royalty for many of you. So a lot of you guys actually had a spiritual advisor who was very much gifted in the magical side of the world. Okay, witchcraft. I'm hearing Wicca. Hmm. Wow. Okay. So a lot of you guys, this is a weird reading. Anyways, number 5, a lot of you guys actually weren't, a lot of you guys were based maybe in Europe, somewhere in Europe, but a lot of you were actually based in the Americas. Okay, North America, um, North America. Okay, and oof. Okay, I don't know if I want to say this. Because the subject really, really gets to me. But I feel like a lot of you guys maybe weren't like royal, but maybe you guys were very, very high level officials, okay? And I feel like when you would contact your spiritual advisor, I know I'm speaking really rough right now and I'm not being coherent, and I'm very much aware of that, and I apologize, is because I'm getting a lot of information right now and I'm trying to say things without like messing up, and it's like causing me a lot of issues here, is because your pal is very intense. A lot of you guys might not necessarily come from kings or queens or that sort of status. A lot of you guys were just high level officials in the Americas during the colonial stage, during the time where, unfortunately, the First Nations, the indigenous, the people of the land, the people to me who truly, I don't come from, an indigenous First Nations, and if that's not the correct way to say it, I'm so sorry. Someone please correct me, but I don't come from that background. But as someone who lives on this land, it saddens me that I don't see enough, you know, First Nations, indigenous, well, I don't know why I'm crying. I don't see a lot of, you know, influence in terms of their culture and their spirituality and their food, whether it be in the entertainment industry or in the food and beverage industry. It's almost like, they have been like wiped out, at least like here in Canada. Like a lot of people, where I live, like you don't really see a lot, right? And I feel like a lot of you guys, you lived on this land during the colonial stage, and you guys came from the high level official, you were part of like those high level officials. And so a lot of you you had one person who was part of, a group. I'm feeling, is it Navajo? No. Métis, I believe. Okay, I'm not hearing Navajo. Another group, okay? I'm not really getting it. And you had someone who really was in touch in terms of spirituality, um, ancestors, spirits, okay, spirit guides, and you would communicate with this person in secret, and they would allow you to really truly evolve spiritually. And I feel like you really you didn't use their gifts or their powers um, in your decision making. Unfortunately, you just kind of kept it to yourself, and it was a form of just self evolution, self empowerment for yourself. And whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. And it's because with the Seven of Swords in reverse and the skull in the back, I feel like you truly understood the repercussions of making this thing known, making it known that you were in contact with this individual, that you were interested in their culture and what they had to offer in terms of spiritual knowledge and enlightenment. And so you had to keep it a secret, okay? The Seven of Swords, if you notice, there's two swords on the ground, right? With the skull in the back. The Two of Swords to me usually is depicted by an individual with a scarf around their eyes. And that truly is a symbol of just like maybe indecisiveness, right? But I feel when I'm reading this card, it's almost a veil of ignorance. You couldn't let other people know. You had to carry that Five of Swords and leave the Two of Swords on the ground. And I feel like you are a person who, let's say if you came from one religion, you secretly were believing in something else. So in this, I don't know, this reading for this pile, I don't know what I'm saying. It's not following the guidelines of the other decks. If you guys watch any other decks, any other piles, you realize like the foundation of your pile number 5, is very much skewed. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna stop there. Before I end this pile, if I said anything offensive, um, to my First Nations brothers and sisters, or anyone out there, I truly apologize. I think it's just my ignorance. I don't know how to really say something. So if you guys know any, correct terms I should use, or how to speak about things of this nature, please let me know down below. But yeah, like hold on, just like give me a second here. Just as someone who like lives in North America, it does sadden me. Like I don't see that much influence when it comes to things of that nature, and I truly understand why with like residential schools and wiping people away from their culture, from their beliefs. That is so fucked up. And I hope the people who put those people through that are truly gonna reap the worst kind of karma. Or at least they're gonna grow from that in another lifetime. I don't like to wish bad karma upon others, but sometimes things like that really makes you think like, what kind of human are you? And before anyone tells me, oh well, that was a very long time ago. Well, at least here in Canada, like the last residential school I believe was closed in 1996. So don't come at me with that kind of crap. That was a very not so long ago. So yeah, pile number 5. This was a weird pile. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Hi, pile number 6. This is your reading. So if you guys chose a pyrite, you have the 5 of events, travel, the 8 of consciousness, happy success, number 20, I love you. These are powerful words, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So for your pile, in your royal time, royal life, I feel like you guys, wherever you live, wherever your roots come from in this lifetime, your past life came from a very, very different place. I feel your time as a royal involved a lot of moving, a lot of a change in, change in location, but it's also change in perception of truly what makes someone happy. I feel like you weren't the necessarily like the leader, the head, like where you had to stay, within the confines of your royal family home or your village or wherever it is that you grew up. You had a lot more leeway in terms of maneuvering and venturing out into the world and really seeing different aspects of life that maybe other people in your family didn't have the means to do so, because they just had a lot more obligations on their back that they had to deal with back at home. So a lot of you guys might feel that you're very young at heart. I feel a lot of you guys have trouble imagining yourselves as old, grumpy people. It's like you guys have this divine gift of being forever young, forever young at heart. It's almost like Peter Pan. I think with happy success right now, how it affects you in your present life is you see the endless possibilities in venturing out and seeing adjacent opportunities, but not only recognizing them but taking action on them. And it's very easy for you to do so. You guys might have a life path number 5 where you guys crave change, you crave movement, but it's not necessarily a movement alone. I feel like you guys do crave a partnership where you guys can move together or do things together. Uh, yeah, to become one. I don't feel like you're just like this loner who wants to do things on their own, although you might find that you are a lot of the time alone, especially with your thoughts and the way you view life. A lot of people might feel like the way you view life is very overly optimistic, or maybe not even optimistic. It's just that you have this inner trust, inner knowing that everything's going to be okay, everything's going to be fine. Um, and I feel like that was a lot, that was the case when you were younger. And I feel like as you mature with I Love You and the Queen of Cups in reverse, and not in reverse, but, you know, flipped, because it's like the vice versa tarot deck. I feel there is a call, a need for you, okay, to truly prioritize your energy, because I feel like a lot of people feed off your energy. Whether you know it or not, you do have a healing aspect towards you, where if you're around people, they feel a lot better. And a lot of people might want to be around you because um, there is this energy. Well, if I'm around them, I'm just going to reap their success or reap their rewards or reap that better energy through them. You might not have to be like overly ecstatic and happy and joyous. It's just your words, the way you view life. You guys might be philosophers of some sorts, or uh, you guys might be very intelligent, very book smart, where a lot of people feel like, well, how can't you get success in life because you're good at this, you're good at that. You guys might have a specific thing that you're very good at that you can fall on. If basically everything falls apart, right? There is a balanced root chakra that almost like heals a lot of your other your other chakras. Okay, whether it be your throat, your yeah, in your past life as a royal, your root chakra was very much balanced. Okay, but more on your past life as a royal. You guys might have felt like outsiders. And not only you, your family as a unit. Like you guys might have felt like you weren't maybe welcome or truly fully accepted by your people. So you guys might have made a lot of agreements with other countries for wars or for treaties or whatever it is. Like you guys truly were amazing at negotiating with others. So you might find that you're very good at negotiating with people in this lifetime. And I think you guys have a good way of balancing, not balancing, but disguising your true intentions and feelings for people. Because with the I Love You card and the Queen of Cups in reverse, I feel you truly allow people, the ones who truly matter to you and are deserving of your love, to feed off that love. And the ones who are maybe just acquaintances, you know, you're not that loving to people, which is good, because I do believe, like I told you, you gotta protect your energy here, because I feel like a lot of people can feed off of you. So you gotta be very, very successful at that. A lot of you guys might have dealt with the evil eye, or people feeling jealous. There's an energy of jealousy here. Maybe close friendships, that you guys might have issues with your friends and truly trusting your friends. You guys might have, you know, a good set of friends, but it's almost like you don't really truly feel that close to them, or maybe there's just one friend that you feel like you can trust. And I think it's coming from that pent-up jealousy that your past life truly endured. And not only you, I feel like it was your family. So a lot of your family members might deal with jealousy issues. Uh, mm-hmm. I also feel like you give a lot to people, you give love to people, but I'm being told like flower your own garden, flower your own heart. Truly, um, make sure that before you give to others, you give to yourself. Very angelic. A lot of you guys might look younger than you are. Very sweet energy. Okay, and I'm pile number 6. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope it resonated. Bye. Okay, guys, so if you chose the last pile number 7, what's good? What's popping? Y'all good? Y'all alive? That's great. So you guys got 4 of consciousness, great gratitude, 8 of intentions, discovery, number 3, back to what you love, reevaluate your desires, and the 9 of swords. Who's miserable right now? Why am I feeling this sense of like misery? Did your country like go back into lockdown or something? I don't know why I'm laughing. That is not funny. Trust me, I'm with you on that. But number 4, number 8, number 3, and number 9. So what I'm feeling, pile number 7, is in your past life as a royal, you very much were flowered and loved and appreciated by your people, by your family, with the 4 of consciousness that made you feel very stable with where you are. It made you feel very grateful. Yeah, it says great gratitude. It made you feel very grateful, very loved, and very beautiful. I feel like a lot of you guys were very beautiful and aesthetically pleasing and easy on the eyes. But more on that, more on off the whole vain aspect of life, I feel like you guys really truly appreciated nature. But for some reason, wherever you lived, it would get cold a lot of the time of the year. You guys didn't live in a very sunny place or something like that, so you guys truly couldn't enjoy the beauty of, let's say, spring and summer for a lot of the time. A lot of the time you were indoors making decisions and working with others, and very much like a homebody individual. You know, you were truly there for your state, your country, your sovereign, wherever it is that you were a royal at, and very stable. Okay, you guys felt very, very comforted by the idea that, and this might sound bad, but like even if other people aren't going through the best things in life, I have what I have, and I'm very grateful. And I feel like you would feel very sorry for the other people around you who didn't have that. Um, it's not like you were oblivious to it. You were very, very much conscious, and you might have been through a lot of guilt trips, okay, where you felt guilty because, well, if I'm having all of this luxury and experiencing all these lavish things, and I have the comfort of my home and these 4 walls to keep me safe and warm and during the winter times, what are my people going through? What are other people going through? And you would actually go out and see it, but you would come back home. So how has this affected you in this lifetime? I feel like with this discovery card and the intentions, you truly always want to discover new things in life. You want to not only travel and like move physically and see things for yourself. You very much are someone who's like going on the internet and searching things up. You search up things on like the internet to truly understand what's going around the world. I don't know if some of you guys here on YouTube watch Lovely Tea 2002. She's like, oh my god. But she's always like coming out with these things that she tells her viewers, and she does like these live broadcasts on her channel. I highly recommend her. She's very, very much informative and enlightened individual. But I feel like you're that type of person. You're always like researching and you're letting other people know about what's going on in the world, and it's coming from your past life. it's almost helping you because your past life, you've seen that, right? In more extreme situations, I feel like in your past life, I didn't feel this in the other piles, but I feel like you definitely went through a stage where there was a plague of some sort around the world where a lot of people died from the sickness, and you were safe and secure somewhere um, in the suburbs or far away from, the city core of places where worldwide spreads of infections are very much at a higher rate just due to the close proximity of individuals. So you were taken to other places where you were safe because of your status, and you knew you had that luxury, and you truly appreciated, but you also felt very bad for the people. I feel in this lifetime you have no trouble being outside and like discovering things and taking risks. Maybe sometimes like you put your life at risk with it, which a lot of people don't understand. But it's just like in your habit, in your nature, like you really want to discover something. You want to be something great. Um, you want to feel loved. You want to feel appreciated. With the three, back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. I feel like it's coming back to that four of consciousness, which I truly believe symbolizes your past, and your eight of intentions, which is symbolizing your current future and your current the who you are in this lifetime. Reevaluate your desires. I feel like your desires do stem though from your past. Your desires to be one with the people, to truly feel like you fit in, because there is a sense of craving for normality, craving for a sense of oneness with a community in your past life that you almost have in this life, but it's not to that extremity. It's almost like you're very mutable. You don't mind, you know, going away for a while and truly just being within yourself, being with your own mind and your own consciousness and your own thought, and then you just have like this need to be around people who make you feel loved and feel at home. But then once you have that, you can be alone and be fine. You don't constantly need that reassurance, that love, that you need love, but like not that attention that some people might feel. It's almost like how people categorize introverts and extroverts. Like extroverts, they constantly need that communication, that social interactivity to truly feel like at home and comfortable. Whereas introverts, a lot of people assume introverts are shy. It's not that. It's just that a lot of introverts need that one time to save their energy. But for you, it's not really to save your energy. It's to discover things. I feel like you do have an element of having interests that maybe not a lot of your friends or your family understand or truly comprehend. So you like to have that me time, that alone time where you can truly discover um, and, enjoy what you like without other people being like, what the hell are you doing? Like, that's so weird. Why do you like that? Kind of a situation. With the Nine of Swords upright, this is a very weird Nine of Swords. Usually the Nine of Swords, the guy looks very much annoyed and um not annoyed, kind of fearful, right? Like he's sitting up in the bed and he's like, oh my God, my life is ruined. I don't know what to do. Or this guy's just like chilling there. And I feel like this Nine of Swords is like very contrasting to the Discovery card up there, where the guy's like looking at some stone and he's like in a forest near a lake or something. It's like you understand how to prioritize enjoying life, going to parties, doing things that you like, your hobbies, and then coming back and dealing with your issues, dealing with the tasks at hand, whether it be work or school or paying your bills, and teaching yourself a new skill for your job or whatever it is. Like you know how to balance that out, right? But why that's very important for me to tell you is because in your past life, you didn't have that much flexibility in terms of doing things that you wanted. You had a strict guideline, a strict schedule that was given to you. You have to be here, you have to do this, you have to speak like this, you have to only speak to these people. You can't really go outside of these four walls and like do whatever you want, do whatever you want and be whoever you are. You were very much confided to um, your status. But that didn't bother you because of what was happening during that time. You understood the gifts and the luxury of what you had and who you were because it kept you safe. There's something here about safety and safety from death, safety from I'm hearing fires, and like assassinations. What the hell? Okay. Um. Well, okay, I want to stop that reading there. That was intense. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope it resonated. This was a crazy reading, but yeah, what inspired me for this reading was The Crown season 4, um, with the late Princess Diana. Netflix sponsor me. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.